Welcome. This is Jackie Corley with Break the Cycle Hypnosis. And in today's meditation, I'm going to help guide you to detach from overthinking. Now, often we can get very stuck in our heads, in our minds, trying to figure things out by thinking. And quite often, we attach to thoughts that don't really move us forward. And when we do this, it's almost like more thoughts like that one that we attach to just keep coming. They become attracted to one another like magnets. So today, we're going to practice being the gentle observer of thought and allowing the thoughts just to pass by and returning to the breath when you notice you're thinking. Because there's nothing wrong about thinking. Thoughts are a natural part of what it means to be human. And we don't typically learn how to deal with the thoughts that we don't like, or how to stop focusing and fixating on these thoughts that, quite frankly, aren't real. They're just there. And you can latch on to thoughts, or you can let them go. And in many cases, there are thoughts that would just be better if you let them go, especially if they don't make you feel good. And today, we're going to be in a place of non-judgment. So really practicing being okay with the fact that you're thinking, not making it wrong. Because often I hear people say, I don't meditate because I can't stop my thoughts. And that's really not what meditation is all about. It's a practice. It's a practice of noticing when you're thinking, when you've latched on to a train of thought, and then simply returning back to the present moment. Because the more you can practice this in a meditation, the more control you'll have in your everyday waking reality, where it won't feel like you're fighting your thoughts so much. You'll just notice, oh, I'm thinking, and I'm thinking thoughts that don't feel good. I'm just going to bring myself right back to now, and maybe focus a little bit differently. So to begin, just take a deep breath in through your nose and just notice the quality of your breath all the way up to the top of your head, and then exhale slowly out through your mouth. And then doing that again, breathing in through the nose and just carrying that breath, filling your lungs with oxygen all the way to the top of your head. And exhale slowly out, just letting go of any stress or worry, imagining you can just let it out through the out breath, inhaling in again, slow and controlled, and exhaling slow and controlled out through the mouth, and continuing to breathe, settling into your body. And then just noticing. Noticing when the thoughts come. And perhaps just being aware of them. Being an observer. And recognizing that the thoughts are not you. You're the one doing the thinking. you're the one receiving the thoughts. And because you're the observer, you can choose to not attach. Perhaps imagining now that you're looking up at the sky. It's a blue sky. And the thoughts are like clouds. Perhaps you can just observe them. Passing by. Because it doesn't make too much sense to grab onto a cloud, right? It's not something tangible. So just let the thoughts pass by. And just watch them be carried away. And then return to your breath. Return to your focusing on the gentle inhale and the exhale of your body. And be curious. And one counterintuitive trick to help your mind feel a little less attached to thought and a little quieter, even if just for a moment, is to ask, I wonder what my next thought will be. And you might notice when you ask that question, the mind becomes a little quieter. And if a thought pops in, just be aware that you noticed. And that's a win. The more you can be in this place of noticing that you're thinking, simply returning back to now by focusing your awareness on this moment, and sometimes focusing on the breath instead. It's a really easy way to do that. The more you practice this, the easier it will be. And you'll find that you'll be able to stop overthinking because you'll notice when you're thinking. And the beautiful thing about the mind is that when you clear out that overthinking clutter and the attachment to thoughts that don't serve you, because you were doing the action of thinking, you might begin to notice when your mind's a bit quieter that instead of having to do all of that thinking, you simply begin to receive thoughts that are in your highest alignment, where it feels like your intuition or your inner guidance or even a higher wisdom. And when you receive thoughts, instead of doing all that thinking, it'll likely feel better. And perhaps you can recognize now, as you breathe a few more deep inhales, slow and controlled, and exhale out, that perhaps your body and your mind feels just a bit quieter, just a bit more relaxed, and just a bit more peaceful. And perhaps you can ask your mind to remember this and how to do this. And thank you for joining me today. And feel free to use this meditation as often as you like. And if you're looking for more one-on-one support, there's some more information in the description. Take one more deep inhale in and exhale out fully, slowly, and completely.